So you may be wondering why we're outside Craven Cottage. Well, I'm a die-hard Fulham fan, metalhead and football fan. You can do it, I'm doing it. Steve Harris did it, so there you go. And yeah, we're going to go in. Ruby bought me a tour for Christmas, and we're going to go check out Craven Cottage on a nice little tour around, and we're going to take you along for the ride. We are going to start the tour, not at the ground, we're going to go straight to a pub and start how every tour happens, or every football match happens, by getting pissed. So we're going to do that first. So follow us along. How to date the video today. So it may seem strange to start not at the stadium, but we don't do that, do we, when we're football fans? We start in the first pub coming out the station, and that is one of the ones that you will be doing as a Fulham fan. So in we go. And of course, if you don't want to stick around for the pre-match routine, you can always click the timestamps in the description of the video, and you can go straight back to the stadium.
Thank you.
First pint of the day.
Selling some glass and bird.
Cheers. Bad time. So you know what that means. It's football time.
Despite my face, I was actually pretty excited to go on my first ever football stadium tour, and I could see how much it meant to Billy.
Pub one done. So this is literally the hottest day of the year, it seems. But my sunglasses are already broken. But we're going to start walking to the stadium, and yeah, we're going to crack on with our Fulham tour. So on the way to the stadium, we're going to take you through here. We have a nice little park that we all like to walk through, and get you all nice and ready for the game. You're normally a couple of beers deep by this point. And yeah, the most pretty surroundings on the way to go and watch your team normally not do very well. But we're going to walk you this way. Or we'll walk by the river. We'll walk by the river. I'm going to say welcome to London. We're in Fulham. This is the River Thames if you're American, or Thames if you're from London. And this is where we all walk on the way to our little stadium. It's still little compared, but we love it. We're walking through Bishop's Park on the way to Craven Cottage. It's the best walk to any stadium that you'll have. Look at the views. So when you're an away fan, you could hire a boat and you go up the river and you think you're going to get a nice day out. And we stand here throwing things at you, allegedly. It's a great time. It's a great time. But name another walk to the stadium that starts like this. Peaceful, lovely, beautiful. Look, there's a tree. You know, how lovely. And then you get in there and it all changes. And it all changes. The one thing that ruins this park, no, it's not dogs. It's jogging people. Like when we're walking to a football game and there's 20,000, 30,000 people all walking down the same path to get to a stadium. That was perfectly timed.
Yeah,
so you'll just have these people everywhere and they do not stop. They do not care. They do not give a shit. They're just going to go. Yeah. So good for them, staying fit, but getting in the way of 30,000 Fulham fans It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Might not want to do that.
But hey. Little skate area.
Mm. He was a skater boy. Yeah, I can't imagine walking through this nice, peaceful park full of 30,000 Fulham fans.
Yeah.
Throwing glass and
We're all
spitting.
well mannered. If it was Millwall, it'd be something different.
I've heard things about Millwall.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, walking through this lovely, beautiful park on the way to this football stadium. What do you think so far?
Well, the park is lovely. I've never been to a football club, a football match, anything in my life. So.
Well, you went to Wembley for... Not Guns N' Roses. What did we go to Wembley for? Oh, AEW. MJF wins and you go, who wins?
I honestly couldn't tell. Like, they were both just on the floor. I was like, how are you supposed to know?
But you know who won that?
JFK.
JFK won, yeah. But, yeah, our owner owns AEW.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You said he's into wrestling. I don't know he owns AEW.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
that's
yeah,
cool.
I should have really picked a better t-shirt. I've just really noticed that. I'm wearing a fucking DX t-shirt, so whoops.
As I'd never been to Fulham or this part of London before, I had no idea this beautiful park existed, so that was a nice surprise.
We're coming to the point where the stadium is in view. So this is Ruby's first ever look at Craven Cottage. And this is what we're looking at. So I promise you there's a really nice stadium on the other side of that building site. Your first look at Craven building site.
Well, I've never seen it regardless, so I don't know what to compare it to. Really. But...
Yeah, so we'll spin you around and you can see the building site. They are building a new stand on our stadium. That used to be where I used to have my season ticket. They knocked down that part of the stadium and built a much better one. It now has a swimming pool on the roof because other than today, it's normally 8 degrees all year round. And that's exactly where you need a swimming pool, by the River Thames. So thumbs up to Tony and his dad for building us a swimming pool. And I think there's a gym up there as well, but it's the sort of area that will fit perfectly in. I'm not sure if that's open, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to go there, but if we can, we'll have a little look. Craven Cottage.
So you may be wondering, what is she doing here? Why is she here? Well, I made the mistake of buying Billy 2 tickets to the Fulham Stadium tour for Christmas. And now, I'm here.
We now have access to this piece, so that's new. Normally, you'd get to the stadium, you'd have to walk out this way, go all the way around the stadium, and then walk back into the Riverside bit. So if you're doing this Riverside walk, it's now open to the public. I hope they have a bar there all year round, because looking out to the river, that'd be pretty cool, right? I'm very impressed with that. Just a couple of medal fans. Checking this out for the enemy. So these are the prices.
Oh yeah,
So
let's
this
see.
is
24 quid being the cheapest, to all the way up to 125. Okay. Now we know the prices.
back where I used to live, we had me in the middle, and then on this side of the road, we had Jeff, my next door neighbour, who's a Fulham fan. On the other side, we had Pete, who was Chelsea. So we had 2 Fulham versus 1 Chelsea. Not a bad score. 2-1. So, we're outside the Johnny Haynes stand. If you're ever short on a answer to a Fulham quiz, the answer will always be Johnny Haynes. So, most appearances, most goals, the road that we're on, the stand that we're next to, what meal you would like, just answer Johnny Haynes, and there's a 90% chance in a Fulham quiz that will be the answer. Sorry, mate, thank you.
Lays out bits and pieces of it.
Just aware what's going on the ground, and you can keep as a souvenir as well.
So, what they giving you?
We've got these little lanyard things which we get to keep, which is quite nice. Craven Cottage.
So we're guests now. Ooh. I haven't won anything. This is just the tour.
I knight you.
Yeah, knight me, sir, guest of Craven Cottage, that they just can't quite fit over my beard.
What's it say on the back? Ah, we've got a little site map of the thing.
Just as we start, just get the housekeeping out of the way, all the safety stuff. My name is Pedro. I'll do the tour today. There is an opportunity to use the toilets at the start. If you hear the fire alarm when we're on the tour, there is no planned training fire alarm, so if you hear it, we need to evacuate. We're going to do pretty much a 360 around the whole grounds, all the stands, inside the cottage, dressing room, back out into like all good tours end at the club store. Yeah.
Oh, we get to see the new stand, huh?
Yeah.
Well, they knocked down my season ticket. Still not bitter about it. Kind of bitter.
You can see where it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's this shop. Gift shop.
Yeah. When they refused to send the Christmas stuff until after Christmas when it was all discounted. And then sent me a load of fucking terrible shit. Cheers. Oh, and happy Christmas, Dad. So we're just laughing because like our old season ticket was, we did one in Riverside, a few in the Hammersmith End, and I'm looking at this now, and I'm becoming a bit big for these. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Get in there. See if you can still fit.
Watch that. Probably not. Tomorrow's delivery. Sorry guys. Yeah,
Would lie, man.
Love a bit of the Camden.
No.
You've never seen this before, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, if we all get together just around this little sort of empty space. I want to get in the way of all of the focus today. Look at that. Hottest day of the year in the UK. Please don't touch the grass. Okay? You want to touch the pitch. You know, I have seen visitors in other tours just going onto the pitch, grab a little bit of grass and eat it.
A snack.
Listen, it's not unheard of. It happens. We lay chemicals on the grass, so hence why I'm just getting that bit out of the way. Please don't pick up the grass. Right on our Riverside is our brand new stand. Okay. Now, previous to that stand was a sort of half of the size that we have now. And it didn't have the facilities that we are building in now. Okay, that new stand is going to bring non-match day revenue to the club. Inside that stand, you have restaurants of all sort of levels, from Michelin-star restaurants to, you know, burger places, bars, cafes. We have event spaces. You can get married in there if you like. Okay? There's a big enough.
Don't get any ideas.
There's a big enough event space because Craven Cottage has been always a football ground to host football. Apart from football days, nothing else happens here apart from tours, the club shop, and then the staff getting the ground ready. Now with that new stand, it's taken pretty much the good part of 5 years to be built. You know, £300 million around, you know, give or take.
Well, it's not a bad day, is it? Not a bad day. So we're just going to say a quick message to my dad. What was it, Block L? And that Booper Theop goal in the last, minute. Memories right there, with the pole being right in the way. There is something really eerie about being in a stadium with no fans, especially one that's so alive with history and alive with the passion and the memories that I have across this stadium throughout the years. I've gone to hundreds of games in this stadium, and watching it be this quiet, it was a weird, very, very odd feeling. Very distracting, it turns out, because yeah, you better get that.
I kind of turned away. Oh no.
Me looking directly up.
Never looks where he's walking, wherever we are.
So they say, if you can see these things, they're clappers, because there's zero atmosphere in Fulham. They give us those because we don't shout, we're too polite to shout.
Are they just paper?
Yeah.
Sorry. Paper things?
Yeah.
Ah, I've never seen that before.
The seats have padding.
Fancy.
Und oben eine Bar.
You've actually got padding.
Yeah. They look nice, don't they? Very nice.
Looks a bit like a car park at the front now. Yeah, that was never doors when I was here.
Ah. All
That was
new.
just open.
Yeah, look, that's actually a nice shot with the groundsman coming towards you. Plastic chairs. Looking at around 60. But the seats are quite different. The Fulham ones are very, very comfortable. And the away team, it's less comfortable. Also, those seats are heated. Those seats are definitely heated. In the centre here, we have usually one TV reporter from whatever coverage is being televised.
The downside of having a see-through stadium at the top there, you can see all the bad shit. Looks good now because it's new, but it's going to be dead.
So
We got these clappers and they're just topping them up now, look.
balcony on the side.
So they're the little folded up bits of paper that you whack on your leg because they don't shout or cheer.
Now, this.
Yeah, they're literally for whacking.
Can you buy one? Yeah, I mean for now.
Oh, no.
There's a reason why we
Manage expectations.
our security room. So they're watching every step we take right now.
The little seats in front of that, separate seats.
So these separate seats there are the disabled unit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Sunday. Now, it is a smaller section because the Premier League only allows 10% of your stadium capacity. So out of the 29,000, you can only get 2,900. Usually.
What do you think so far?
It's really cool. I didn't realise there was an actual cottage.
Looks haunted, right?
It's cool.
Gothic lady.
Yeah, goth lady wants to go in.
Yeah, you get to go in. Get to try on their shirts.
It's cool.
So much shit to walk into. It looks like a snooker table, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely and flat and
Yeah.
great.
They've done
Sunday League.
they've done a good job with that grass. Looks amazing.
Grass here is so much better than Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea is like
That was
staying
my
on the beach.
that was my first thought.
When we inside the cottage, it's also the opportunity for any ladies that want to use the bathrooms. Okay. Wait, sorry, can I? Like I said earlier, I wouldn't advise.
You're going to give it an interview.
To you.
A little media sign. You're going to give an interview there, yeah?
Yeah, actually, we're doing good for time. So if you
Well, I guess the secret is out. This is where the media thing happens. So, not really that glamorous. Just straight off the pitch, straight to the media thing.
You've never been round it?
No.
Oh, baby. You excited?
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a big moment. I wanted to go in there for like literally like 20 odd years.
Oh.
Like Michael Jackson was in here.
Cool.
Cookies. I hope they're covered up for tomorrow.
anywhere, all good. We can't ever knock it down. We can't make any external structural changes as being listed to graded building. Okay, and so Hugh Grant on his school holidays used to help with pitch maintenance. Was believed to happen. Images on each side, some historic images, where you'll see people like Bobby Robson that played at Fulham.
Nice story. I don't think it will be my house.
Catering.
Yeah.
Like school dinner.
You can't bring drinks or food because purely to watch the game. The seat you are sitting
Wanted to do this literally forever.
Oh.
Sit there for every game. Number 13, I think. Mr. Khan, the chairman, and his family, when they come in, they sit around where his family is sitting. Seats 10, 9, 8. In the winter, we provide blankets. And on match day, there's some cushions in there. On match day, you get little cushions in as well. So they don't sit on the hardwood seats. Right. You've got cushions that would store it away team will sit on that side. So we'll have like Liverpool technical directors, academy directors, they will come to the game and they'll tend to sit on that side. And everyone sort of at Fulham. Installed there, both for tomorrow, in preparation for the match. All of this is original, 1905. Here. Okay. So from here now, we're going to go back downstairs and go straight into the dressing rooms. Okay? All around there, that's going to be the executive seats. And that is literally the centre of the ground. When you go inside into the concourse of the ground, or the stand, you'll have sort of VIP facilities with marker on the team. You get on the coach and you fly here. The players have to.
In case you're wondering what the loos are like in Craven Cottage, well, there we go. It's very fancy. Very fancy. As you can see, the tour carried on without me, so I had to do the walk of shame down this little staircase in front of 40 or so people doing the tour. I wasn't embarrassed at all.
Okay. Hello. Hi everyone. Great. Cool. Don't get too comfortable. Because we're going to go up in about 30 seconds. Because I don't spend a lot of time in here. There's nothing to see really. It's just so you can be in your away changing room at Craven Cottage.
There we go, that's a bit better.
Okay. Pick your favourite.
I'm here apparently.
Well, I'll take that.
This is cool.
Yeah, we'll say sorry, mate. I just.
I know we have a few. Like I said, it's a little bit better than next door. Also next door, it's very tight in there. Big room. We don't need to go there, but that's the sort of the massage room, and also where they have foods after the match. The referee room, which is outside, which is so small, 4 officials every game, 3 showers. Someone has to wait. It's a very tiny room. The referee room is literally this corner here. This section here on a match day is literally mayhem. Seriously, it's crazy. It's small. There's cameras, there's photographers, there's the coaching team, there's Premier League representatives, God knows, there's VIPs, and then here you've got the match officials. So the referees come out, their assistants, one each, go around the teams and check for everything such as earrings, all the jewellery, check the boots, before we go onto the pitch. But then I'm going to put a little bit of noise as well. Let's go.
That's how we got to piped in crowd noise now. It's that quiet normally. Very good feeling doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna get a picture?
Yeah.
What a clever.
Christ. Jesus.
You got on this side, look at these
Yeah.
wooden benches.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
It's like an old school chair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, they can't get rid of them.
Yeah. They shouldn't get rid of them. It's quite high.
Last part of the tour, but you have to come to visit Johnny Haynes. Okay, for anyone who's never heard of Johnny Haynes is the king. I tend to leave Johnny Haynes for last, so it's very easier to remember after the tour. Johnny Haynes played all his career at Fulham. That's big. All of this, originally. Obviously, you can't take beers into the ground, into the stand. You can't watch a game and have a beer. But if you have drinks and if you spill them, they'll drip down to this side, which is not ideal.
Why are you looking at me when he said about me?
This, the flag. This is called the flag bar. This door here, you go past it. This is for the players' families and the players after the game. So when the game finishes, they'll literally walk from the dressing room where we just walked after the game, and they'll go in here to be greeted by their family after the match. And then they'll go out through the door onto the street, and that's when usually you have fans there trying to get a little glimpse of their idols.
Only £7.20 a Guinness.
Oh yeah. Sausage roll, £6.50. Bargain. Yeah.
Let's have a read of this.
Guinness, £7.20.
Oh, £9.50 for a vegan hot dog.
Oh, I've got to pay £1.50 more for a vegan hot dog. God damn it.
It's like festival prices.
The thing is, I'd pay it. I'd pay it.
Well, you pay for a vegan hot dog.
Yeah.
We got just this small cabinet. You know, there's other things throughout the club's history that we managed to keep. We keep it at the training grounds facilities. This is some of the small selection.
So, where are we, darling? She's hooked.
Don't make me wear that.
Yeah, so I've got no chance then. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's not going to fit on me then, is it?
Not really my thing.
So,
Slightly used.
they're all. I wouldn't want to play with it, like.
No!
Yeah, I think that'll do for us. Yeah, I think don't think they're gonna last longer than 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. You're gonna leave it? Yeah.
But we just come out the gift shop, and we got that little badge, so that'll live on my Saints of the Undead top. And yeah, a little cheap plug for you there, mate. We're just gonna say this. I do the FPL Dream Team thing. I've done terrible this season, but I just sat on this man's seat and he's got a 1 there. So hopefully I'll bring him better luck by me sitting on there, and he can do better than that. But look, I got the other guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's on the bench naturally, so I really fucked that right up. But yeah, sorry, mate.
This is the little pathway. They don't want you climbing up there, do they?
Yeah. I think that's Bartek proof. What do you reckon?
I will say, I don't think they have a lot of women in there, because there was all the women's toilets were locked. So I was like, I need the loo, and it's like, yeah, well, we don't get many women in here. I was like, oh, okay. Like to wait to use the fancy toilets in the cottage. And I was glad I did, because they were so fancy and cool. So they're setting up all the little bars for tomorrow, or for the game on Sunday. What do you think of that?
Well, very different.
Yeah. We go in there one day for a Michelin star meal, maybe.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fulham tour finished. Got George Cohen looking out to the river.
Oh yeah.
Watching a boat club over there. But you never used to be able to walk behind here, so this is all new. Like,
Yeah.
as you can see by looking down this way, they've built out into the river. It's given us a load more space. So it's like they're still building all the hospitality stuff that you can see up there, I guess.
Yeah, so they said they've got a Michelin star restaurant in there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take you there one day.
I mean, we're looking at the Riverside, sort of just a sit down. So if you're just coming by, like, I take it you're going to be buying booze and, you know, whatever. What a cool place to sit with this view. They're going to charge for this, surely. What do you think?
Let's see the view from this way. Nice. It's cool, isn't it?
Well, you never used to be able to do this. I mean, all of this was fenced off and enclosed.
Yeah.
So you couldn't walk behind here unless you had a ticket and you was actually going to the game. So, yeah, so if you're just a resident now, or our arch nemesis, the old joggers, you can now walk or jog behind him.
Wow.
All year round by the looks of it. So I guess these are going to be bars?
Yeah, so he said this was all restaurants, bars and events rooms for separate things, not just football events. Like,
I'm just looking on this. You can see straight underneath it.
let's see what it is.
It's just straight down to the river.
Oh.
Name another football ground where you go.
Yeah.
We'll give them a wave, but I don't think they'll be able to wave back.
It's not that expensive, actually. I've seen more expensive in London.
It's not that expensive.
Oh. Pay about that much in other places, don't we?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so off with the Fulham guest. So yeah, there we go. That's the end of that. But yeah, Fulham.
That was really cool.
With my newfound Fulham badge, I'm gonna take that out, and where's that gonna go? I think on my pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally can't see because my hair.
Do you want me to put it on? You hold it on selfie mode.
It's all right. I just need to be able to see my beard is in the way. That definitely didn't take about 5 minutes because my hair was in the way. There we go. If that lasts longer than 2 days, I'll be chuffed. Might have to glue that on there, but there we go.
Yay.
Represent. Can let my hair back down.
There we go.
So we say tour over. We'll go and discuss it in another one of our local pubs where they do the hospitality for Fulham. So we're going to check that out now. It's called the Crab Treat. What are you thinking?
Slush puppy.
That place. So, to the River Terrace? Or the Crab Shack?
Crab shack, yeah.
So the Crab Shack.
Such a nice beer garden. Really lovely.
Beers up, beers up. Cheers. Such is life. So, yeah, as we mentioned, beers up, beers up. Chuff for that. Chuff for that. What's a beer as well? As I'm covered in it. But, yeah.
Just got a Coke for now. I need some sugar. I'm knackered after that.
It was right in the sun for like an hour and a bit.
I was melting.
So, what do you think of your first Fulham experience?
Oh, it was really good. Yeah, it was really interesting. I thought it was going to be, well, I didn't know what it was going to be, but I didn't think I'd find it as interesting and as like fun as I did.
Yeah.
It was really good.
No, I think coming from someone who's been for, you know, years and years and years to this ground, it was good. I knew a lot of the facts. I think there should have been more added to it. You know, from a fan, if you just go and you're totally new to it, you could just skip all of that. You know, like you wouldn't need to know. But for me, it was a nice experience. The trophy cabinet was cool because I've seen the trophy that I saw them lift at Wembley. That was cool. Like right up close and personal. It's probably a replica, but you know, to me it's real. The playoff or the Division 3 thing with Mickey Adams, that was cool. Fulham fans will be understanding what I'm on about. Everyone else won't have a clue. But no Michael Jackson statue. That's in a football museum. But seeing the other two statues is pretty cool that they kept those there while they're doing all this building work.
Yeah.
That Riverside Stand looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was like knowing where you could be, and then also afterwards where we saw the pricing, knowing like, okay, even though that's really, really a nice experience, it wasn't that out of this world expensive. Like to have like the really, really nice
You've got
thing.
to pick your game.
Yeah.
I would say that when I got a season ticket there last time on the Riverside Stand, it was 250 quid for the year. We bought the shittiest seat in the poshest stand just so we could see we had Riverside tickets, and it was right at the fucking the bad end of the posh stand, but we could say we had the posh seats for one season. Everything else we was in Hammersmith. It was great. Like good memories, very, very good memories. I used to go when it was terraces, so you know, it's good. I went when it was at QPR's stand. Shout out Danny Filth.
Yeah, so you always used to go with your dad, right?
Yeah, I used to go with my dad. Both my grandparents used to go. It meant a lot to me, that did. I was, it was nice being there.
Yeah, I found it really interesting to go all around and then go to the really, really old bit, the Johnny Hayes stand.
Yeah.
That was
Well done.
That was really, really cool. I like seeing all the old chairs and everything. I love that they've preserved
What did
some
you
of
think
the
of
old
the
history. That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
The cottage was amazing. It's so beautiful. Like, and it's quite cool, obviously, because he said it was like by invite only, obviously. So unless you went on that tour, you wouldn't ever see it, would you?
I think we've had some serious famous people in there. Michael Jackson.
Hugh Grant was.
He's there a lot. Yeah. He's there a lot.
Yeah. That was really, really cool. And the inside was really lovely. And to go up on the balcony was really special, wasn't it?
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, right.
He's another Fulham fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But getting a go on or in the cottage is literally one of the lifelong dreams I've had, and it's an achievable dream, so I've just done it. But that meant a lot, and I've always wanted to do that. I've literally always wanted to do that. So getting a chance to actually get a picture up there, I wish we had a bit longer to just sit there and take it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say as well, I used the toilets in that cottage, and they were the fanciest, most beautiful, stunning toilets I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking.
You never been to the Shard?
They were better than that.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh, go on.
They were so beautiful.
Well, we'll have to have a look. You must have filmed it.
I just got the little GoPro out and filmed it. They were amazing. I walked in, I was like, oh my God. And then there was a lady on the tour with us, and she was like, what were the toilets like? I was like, they were so nice. So that was funny.
Pedro was pretty cool, our tour guide. He was very polite, very nice.
He was really, really good.
He was a nice guy.
He did well. I think he was. He's probably overwhelmed because it was a big group. We were with
There
a
should
lot
have been
of
about
people.
20 less people on that.
Yeah, we were with a lot of people, a lot of families and kids. It was quite. I'd be overwhelmed if I was leading that many people around. But yeah,
it would have been nice to be left alone for a little while. So taken there, left alone, take it in to get some pictures. If anyone's ever done these football tours, the Manchester one, the Barcelona one, the Real Madrid one, I've done loads of these, and you're left to take your time. Like, you're literally left alone.
like they said it was an hour and a bit tour, right? They should have made it an hour and a half, and you've got about 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there to just chill.
And that would be massive for this.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Riverside Walk will be open. That looks amazing. If you knew it in the olden times where it was a 20-minute queue minimum to get to the burger stand for an uncooked burger, that's literally what it was.
Yeah, they've done
now
that.
that's not a thing.
They've done that up really nicely. They had all, obviously they were
Extended into the river.
preparing for the game on Sunday, is it? So they'd obviously started getting everything ready. They had all these food trucks, coffee trucks, and I thought that's really good because it's making it not such a bottleneck.
And
to
that's
get to the
exactly
bar.
it.
Yeah.
It will be a massive benefit to the club. I'm not sure about the swimming pool on the roof, but 100% I will be going to it. I've got to be doing that. Like, that's going to be a right good giggle. And the AEW link, I'm wearing a DX t-shirt, and I totally really didn't think about that. I'm walking around with our owner's enemy on my t-shirt.
It's all right. No one can see.
Yeah, no
I'm
one can
doing
see
beard
any
anyway.
t-shirt anyway. But yeah, I've got a nice little Fulham badge, so we'll probably lose that. Grass pub, I'm going to go. Pros of going on the tour, darling, for someone who's never seen
So,
a tour.
yeah, pros. It was really interesting, really cool that you were sort of alone on the tour. Like, there wasn't like 10 tours happening at once. That would have been really annoying. I've been on places like that before where you're kind of rushing because the next tour is like right behind you. So I was glad about that. That was good. It was well organised. Got to see a lot of people when they were putting like those clapping things on, have little chats with all the staff. That was quite nice.
We found a couple of them out afterwards. A lady walked up to us, said she saw us in there and wanted a quick chat with us.
Yeah.
She's been going forever. Her grandson goes to this.
Yeah.
And she's there putting the clappers out. She works at the club. I've forgotten her name already, but she was a lovely, lovely old lady.
She was very sweet. So it felt like
Fulham
everyone
is like
cared
that.
about it. Yeah, like everyone was there, cared very much about the thing, and it was I like that. It's nice to feel that community.
Yeah. But you know, finding out we found out a fair bit about the stadium, about the club. Being a know-it-all, I knew quite a lot of it. But if you're going in completely blind, like Ruby's never seen a football game.
I've never been to a football match.
No.
Well, that's our next thing. We'll have to do.
We'll do
Go
that.
to a
We'll
Fulham
we'll
game.
come and do the hospitality. For those of you you know, who do this sort of stuff, they do hospitality for Fulham here sometimes. So I don't know if that's a regular feature, but they, you know, it might change when they get the Riverside thing done. So yeah, I can see why. It's a pretty awesome place.
Yeah, the crab tree.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very posh. Very posh. As someone who's seen it all, from Jimmy Hill to Alfire, that's a touchy subject. Well, very touchy subject now. I probably can't really talk about Mo. But when the Diana thing happened, we went here to lay flowers at the ground because Princess Diana's partner was the son of the old owner at the time. And when she died, so we come straight after that, laid flowers at the ground, and now we got the Khans. They're doing all right. They put a bit of money in. Sometimes we spend it wisely, but 300 million ain't no small change, is it? That stadium's going to be pretty cool, and it's nice to see the improvements from a long-term fan, from terraces to what we got now.
I think it looked really swanky. Like, it looked nice. Everything's absolutely spotless. Nice quality.
You can only compare it to Wembley. So what do you think compared to Wembley?
Yeah, I mean, well, when we went to Wembley, we were watching AEW, weren't we?
Yeah, cheers, Tony.
So I guess I wasn't really thinking about comparing it, but...
Well, nice of you to show up. The driest thing you've ever had.
The driest burger to ever exist. Delicious. Worth every penny.
How much was it?
Like 15 quid. It was definitely nicer than that. Like the seats and everything were just better, weren't they?
It'll be cool if they do wrestling here. I know Orange Cassidy come here and had a little bit on the pitch with his little belt. That'd be cool. As a wrestling fan, that would be really, really cool to watch wrestling in the stadium that I've grown up around.
Well, they said they only do football there.
Won't be for long. They'll do music. Yeah, we'll try and play a band or try and get a gig going there as well.
Yeah,
we'll get some proper revenue. Load of drunk metalheads.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they said they only do football there, which is why they built the Riverside hospitality thing, to bring a bit more money into it. Because unless you've got a game on, there's nothing there. So you can imagine how that affects them with cash flow.
Yeah, I mean, years ago we used to have a club shop, but it wasn't at the ground. It was at the ground, then they moved it over to the road where we're going to go in a bit, and then sort of come back, and now it's back here and it's actually got proper hours. Back when we was in Division 3, it was only open a couple of hours a week. My dad had to literally book an appointment almost to go and get a shirt. So it shows the level of money in football now. But you know, it's nice to think about, nice to talk about.
Yeah, nice memories for you in that place.
It was. I mean, my grandpa went there. He used to fly back from America from Chicago. He'd come back from Chicago to watch the Fulham game and then go back to Chicago. And we weren't like anything at the time. We were still in like the Championship or League One or whatever it was at the time, Division 1. It was like, what's that? Who does that?
He loved it.
He was a lunatic, yeah. So he'd come back, watch the game and go back. He loved Kevin Keegan at the time as well. He was watching that. He loved that.
Nice memories and nice family ties in that place.
Yeah,
But,
real family club, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Really cool. We got a burger. We got a vegan burger. We got a vegan lady.
I'm starving.
So yeah, that's what Crabtree burgers look like. Yum.
Nice chips.
So, burgers at the Crabtree.
Yum.
Some of mine left the chat. Yeah, there is a burger there. So
This was very needed.
yeah, I was fucked.
Yeah.
Some cons, some negatives. We'll be quick.
Yeah. Not to be negative, but
It was
pros and
rushed.
cons. Yeah.
It was very rushed, very forced. So you're in there, they have a security minder, and she's sort of walking you out before you're done taking pictures. It would be nice to have maybe a 10-minute gap at the end of each scene to take some pictures, in a group that big especially, because you've got an hour limit with 30, 40 people walking around. It's no good.
Yeah, and I will say as well, we were taking photos when we were on the middle bit with those American people. We just took a few pictures, and the tour guide was like, "Oh, you don't need to take any pictures here. There'll be plenty of time for pictures later." And I thought, well, I'm glad I did take pictures then, because there was no time for
there
pictures
was no
later.
time, and they left.
Yeah.
And you want pictures from each part. You don't want pictures from a designated photo area. You know, you want a bit of time to do your thing.
Yeah.
Bad. One bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, just to say, when we got through, I said, "Will there be a toilet?" And they said, "Yes, there'll be a toilet." When we got through, all the women's toilets were locked. So they had all the men's toilets open. Oh yeah, and you go, "Lad, there's the toilet there." And I'm like, "Can I use the toilet there?" "Oh, they're all locked." Right.
Yeah, that was a bit
okay.
odd.
That was like, oh, okay.
They're getting ready for a match day, but toilets are toilets, man.
Yeah.
Like, you have your employees.
Have one unlocked maybe for the tour people. So they said you're gonna have to wait till we get to the cottage. I was like, okay, that's all right. Like, I wasn't like desperate or pregnant or something, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to hold it in. But yeah, maybe unlock one of the women's toilets. Maybe.
Yeah, that was a bit strange. Con. So we got 3 so far. They don't wait for the tour to catch up with the rest of it. They just carried on. So there was parts where if you are taking a picture and they've gone to the next bit and you've got to wait maybe a minute, and they go, if anyone's ever been on any tour ever, they go, "Right, everyone here? Right, ready." And they weren't. They were just, on we go with the tour. So you'd walk into a middle of a conversation. There was a part where Ruby just ended up separated because she was having a posh shit.
I was having this shit. I was having a wee in the one designated women's toilets that was open in the cottage, and then everyone just carried on. I was like, oh.
In a toilet like that, I would have forced one out. And left it.
Don't be rude.
But yeah, in all seriousness,
so then
wait for the tour group to catch up.
Yeah, so then I was all on my own in the posh toilet, like and then obviously that woman was there. And she's like, "It's this way," and I had to walk down the steps, and everyone was looking at me. I was like, "Ah." But yeah, that's funny.
Shame. That was a con. It would have been a bit nicer to just have a bit more time to yourself.
Yeah.
I would have really liked that, to just sit there and just take it in.
Yeah.
Because it was next thing, and it was like watching from an older person. Like watching a modern TikTok video where it's like bam, 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 bam. They edit out even the breaths in between what you're saying. There's no relaxed time to digest what you're viewing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to sit down in each part of the stadium and maybe take 2 minutes and just go, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Or that's something I haven't seen, or that's something that's different.
Yeah. It should have been like when we were in the changing room. Like, that's obviously a key part of the tour. You wanted to take some pictures, and by the time because we're in such a big group, by the time half the people had taken their pictures, the tour guide's gone. Yeah. And then we didn't have a chance to take any pictures, so that was a little bit of a shame. But yeah, we would have just liked, maybe for you especially, just 5-minute reflection time.
I would, as a proper fan.
Yeah, definitely.
And some people won't need that, so
maybe,
there is that. I think they could make a killing if they did like a little cottage bar. So like on the way round, and then you get to the cottage and you have the opportunity to buy a drink. I would have quite happily paid. I mean, they say that you can't drink on the cottage, obviously, on the balcony bit, but I would have loved to have done that. What are we up to, 4 or 5? The merchandise, or not the merchandise, the memorabilia in the cottage was a load of shit.
Why?
Like, here's some replica boots. An old program. We have tons and tons of historic memorabilia that you can get from that club. It doesn't have to be ancient, it doesn't have to be old, that you could whack in there, and it would mean more than just some generic old pictures. Just because stuff's old, it don't mean it's good. And we could fill it with modern stuff as well. That would have fitted in just as nice. I thought the memorabilia selection there was very questionable. And we could do better, and we will do better, and I really hope they do better. But
maybe it's because not that many people get to go in the cottage, so they do hoard all the precious memorabilia in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I thought the Pele football was cool, but probably a rip-off or a replica, because there's no way they'd have that out and it looked too modern. I think them boots were no, don't do that.
Cracker was real.
Yeah, that was cool. What did you think of the gift shop? Have you ever seen shirts that cost £1 to produce, marked up to 850 quid?
Yeah, I mean, it's all expensive merch, isn't it? I feel like they could have had more like little things to buy. Like there was only like
Knickknacks, like a little badly thing.
like a bit more. Yeah, like I don't know, bottles or other things like little things, notebooks or something.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to buy something, but I don't really want any of this.
Yeah,
so.
I'm much the same. I
Yeah.
bought that because it looked kind of cool on there, and I'll lose it instantly at a gig. To conclude, a couple of questions. Would you do it again?
I've done it now, and I'm not like a diehard film person, so I don't see that I
don't
would.
think I'd need to, but I'm
No.
glad I've been up the cottage now. I'm happy with that.
I'd recommend it. I wouldn't necessarily do it again myself, but I would recommend it.
Yeah, if you're a fan, I would recommend it. If you're just a neutral or a no one or a rubbish football fan or just a tourist, go to a bar, look at some pictures. But no, it was good. Like it was alright. Out of 10, what would you say?
If it wasn't so rushed, I'd say like an 8, but it was quite rushed, so I'd say a 7.
I'd agree with you on a 7. I think it needs to slow down. And they were constantly worried about time. They were like, "Oh, we're 10 minutes ahead." I was like, "Yeah, slow the fuck down."
Chill out, bro.
Yeah, it's not a race, man. Anyone got any questions? Good. Bye.
No, okay then.
Yeah, slow the hell down.
We don't mean to be negative. It was very fun. I enjoyed it.
I mean, for me to sit on them seats, like
That was
that was an
special.
incredible moment for me. On a personal level,
Yeah.
no one else will have that. Very few people will have that attachment. So, if you don't have that, I would say probably a 7. I would agree. I've done worse. I've definitely done better. But
And just to say, I think it was 54 quid for 2 people or something, or 50 quid. So for that, to be able to go in the cottage and everything, I thought that was not bad.
yeah,
Not bad.
I think I would want more for that. But maybe I'm just cheap now.
Well, it was free for you.
Yeah, happy Christmas. Next one, we'll be doing the hospitality at the ground, and we'll let you know how that is. That'd be better than a 7 for 300 quid.
Next Christmas, maybe.
Cheers for watching. So, day over, Crabtree done.
Yeah. Fulham day done.
Fulham day done. Well done, you. Ruby's first football experience without football. Yeah.
Something. That's good.
All right, and then we go to the next one.